PLL is back in Boston. Homecoming for the Boston Cannons. Fitting that it would be July 4th weekend. Plenty of fireworks expected as the California Redwoods begin week 5 of the PLL schedule. Rob Pennell, RP3's got to get this offense going. Cal's looking for their first win of the year. Meanwhile, it won't be easy on the defensive end because Garrett Epple leads a stout Cannons defense. The Boston Cannons take the field here at Harvard Stadium. Headed over to Chris Islanian. Holman puts his shoulder into the defender. He shoots and scores.
I love the contact by Holman, showing the Boston fans he's got some grit. They love toughness in New England, and watch how he puts the shoulder in right here on Arden Cone. And then he drop steps, Cotter, so when it's contact into a drop step, it's freeing your hands and using the turf.
Using this midfield.
There's been a lot of turnovers, lack of production from the midfield, and you put Wes Berg up there now as an inside presence.
That's a shot on the run. We talked about how Garnsey's got to get going when he talked to Marsh before the game. There's one. That'll be one in the right direction for the man from Notre Dame.
What I was getting at, Cotter, is you have so much production from this attack unit with Rob Pennell and Ryder Garnsey. Now Chris Gray comes in a trade from the Atlas. They are the marked men, and he has a short stick in the local boy, Jeff Trainer, and he doesn't even beat him.
Verdaro, he's got a great shot. Rookie.
Find you!
Out of Georgetown, inside found the cutter. Holman, who bounces it home.
Welcome back, Boston Cannons. Your leader on offense, Marcus Holman, knows the magnitude of playing in front of a home crowd. I mentioned Matt Cavanaugh coming to the party was critical. A gorgeous pass to a streaking, right-handed Marcus Holman. Why put in your left when you can go backhand like that?
No question. Blaze Reardon as well, because you know he's not going to go hungry. Score on the over off the back shot. And it's Wes Berg. Speaking of Bergie, that's what he does, man. In tight spaces, quickly in and out of his stick and in the back of the net.
This is exactly what I was saying in the open when you asked me, how does this offense get to another level? When Wes Berg is the recipient of inside shooting opportunities, that means the offense is working because Pennell just beat his guy. So he had to draw a slide here. You see the shirts? They go off of Berg, and that was Ethan Rawl, who leaves to support the Pennell matchup.
But it was awesome when the league was starting.
Speaking of awesome, there's Chris Gray. This, you watch this, you know these players so well that are playing in this league, and you watch the league every week. When you think about California struggling so much so far this year, but today, Clark and I have talked about it all game long, the offense really seems to be humming.
I think the thing is, this is a really one-on-one league. There is some really good team defense being played, but if you have elite Dodgers and you kind of can handle the ball cleanly with the pressure that you get from defense, you're constantly dodging from great angles, and that really puts a lot of pressure on.
Back behind to Pennell on the far side. Cutting is Garnsey. Beautiful save, though. Kirst robs him right at the doorstep.
Low on the left side of your screen. Gets the defense to bite a little high, and then he kicks it low. That's one that you're going to want back if you're Ryder. The blue, Aslanian 3. When they have time and room, they let it fly.
Holman lets it fly and scores high. Salute to the hometown fans. We're all knotted up at 3.
And something has to give. When you have a team that hit 5 two-pointers a week ago in Minneapolis, you are on red alert if you're playing defense. The issue is you have these stretch shooters on the left in Aslanian and Campbell. Let's not forget about one in blue who might be the most accurate shooter, as Cannon Nation loves it, in the entire.
We've had a bunch of top 20 wins, just need to be a little more consistent.
Gray scores, and he gets a push in the back as well.
Chris Gray is smelling go time. The Redwoods, they've struggled in 2024. They're throwing punches tonight.
Pick. Defender slides under it. Now he goes back to his
presence,
left.
right? Look at the body.
Scores! He still had fake draped all over him. It didn't matter.
I said, look at the body, and as he scores that, he turns to the crowd. He makes the gesture of he's too small to guard the big boy. And you know what? The fact of the matter is, he's right. I mean, this is just brute force on a guy like Chris Fake, who always owns physical matchups. Not that time. Nolte just is like a battering ram, and as he gives it to Fake, then he turns all in one. Ryder Garnsey played for Jerry Byrne and Kevin Corrigan.
Feeds it inside. Scores! Berg! Right on the doorstep, right where he belongs.
Look at the smile. His 2 shots are ridiculous. He's got the behind the back goal, and then he tiptoes to keep himself out of the crease. Does the ball cross the plane before he lands in the crease? The referee says yes, and this is a dime of a pass by Ryder Garnsey. That goal's good.
Yeah, that goal counts.
That pass is amazing by Garnsey to thread it between Bryce Young.
Force behind the cage, out to Gray in front. Working on Van Raphorst. Tries to spin. Rowell in the passing lane. Beautiful job. Now he's on his horse. The other way. Holman shoots and scores. Started with Roland Kirst on the backside cart.
Yeah, there's no better sound in the sport of lacrosse than hearing a corner pop. The local boy, Jeff Trainer, he knows where the hot hand is. Upper 90, look at this angle. Right off the shoulder of Fake. He's disgusted. Marcus Holman smiling.
At the moment. He is working, and 32 is just the man to feed him. Or he'll feed number 19, Alex Verdaro. He doesn't care. Whoever's open, 32 is going to get him the rock, and it gets Boston the lead back.
Yeah, part of the plan has to be allowing 32 to cook. Because you saw in the second quarter when he went one-on-one and they didn't slide to him, he owned the one-on-one matchup as a goal scorer. This time you see the eyes on 32 and plenty of time for Verdaro, the rookie. Gets his second goal of...
Beautiful look. Trainer with the twister.
Jeff, it's Kark up in the booth. Break down that twister for us.
Hey, what'd you say there?
Break down that twister for us.
Sorry, say it one more time.
Break down that twister for us. It was a sick goal.
20 seconds to shoot for the Cannons. In front. Kelly makes the save. Robbing Ryan Drenner. And a beautiful outlet to Nakai. Buy low and hold. There's no selling that stock. Reflected in front. Pennell. 5 to shoot. Pennell's going to have to make something happen on his own. He does! And it's good.
It's crazy how I saw this goal unfolding. Follow me here. I was just going to say to you, if the Cannons cleared the ball, how good is Colin Kirst at moving to the far pipe where shooters typically, just the way their body is and their flow, they take the stick and they want to shoot to the far pipe. Where does Pennell beat him this time? Near pipe. He's been so awesome tonight in terms of closing the gate on the far pipe, where shooters typically like to shoot when they're coming up goal line. Midfield. You still get, as we see this shot here by Connors.
He might get it good, and he does! Good anticipation on your part, Kark. Let me just hold off on that point for a moment while 28 has the ball in a great scoring position.
I smelled it. I smelled it for a reason, because I've been watching this guy since he's in high school. He is not afraid to go to the rack with a 6-foot pole. Catches it on the high, setting the offense. Little face dodge, pay dirt. Jared Connors, in a trade from the Archers in the off seasons, paying dividends. 28 and white, hitting.
This power play for the Woods. Pennell inside. Bertrand scores!
Pennell's had some legit passes in this second half. One wasn't converted by Westberg, this one by Bertrand. Look at the anticipation here and the timing. And he puts that ball exactly where it needs to be. Because if he throws that any closer inside to the body of Bertrand, Zach Goodrich is checking him. Puts it away from the body, and it's a win for this defense.
It's been impressive. They've been anchored by Kelly, who's made 12 saves. And now they extend their lead. It's Chris Gray. The hat trick for Chris Gray.
Okay, Cotter, follow me here. We've been talking about Westberg and Chris Gray flip-flopping from attack to midfield. Gray going back to his natural habitat. If he is a midfielder, he doesn't score this goal because you win the face-off by the time he comes on. It's later in the shot clock, and he's not in his sweet spot. This is where Chris Gray lived in college and became the NCAA all-time leading point producer. High wing action. If he's subbing through the box as a mid...
Skips it to Bertrand. He spins, knocks his defender down, but robbed by Kirst.
The Archers for 5 a week ago. Kirst stands tall, and Bertrand's going to watch the tape and want that one back.
Right. Back to Holman. The Woods are pressing out.
That's great defense. Outstanding defense
Tevlin.
by Tevlin. The short stick on him. He can't get free. Look at the body there, and then the stick check. That's going to do it.